What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my entire Steelbook collection. I'm very excited to share with you all the Steelbooks that I currently own, especially because this past year of 2023, I added over 100 new Steelbooks to my collection. Now, really quickly before we get started, this is not including Steelbooks that are included in a box set, because next week, there will be the final collection video, because I know there's been a lot in the past month of January, but I have one final collection video coming at you next week, and that is my entire box set collection. So those Steelbooks will be featured in that video. So these are just regular Steelbooks that I picked up at Best Buy or Walmart, just one singular Steelbook, but there's a lot of them. So we need to get started right now. As you can see, I have taken it to the floor yet again. So here are Steelbooks that I still have not seen. I really got to get on it and start digging into this pile. But we're going to start off with Bone Tomahawk. That's a recent pickup. Of course, good old Nicolas Cage, Prisoners of the Ghostland. Also Nicolas Cage in Mandy. This one is just the first How to Train Your Dragon. Normally don't go for animated titles, but I just thought the Steelbook looked really cool and it was a cheap price, so I decided to pick it up. I believe someone sent this one to me, Battle Beyond the Stars. This was one of my first Steelbooks I ever picked up, the Big Lebowski regular Blu-ray Steelbook. The 4K copy of The Sting. Someone sent this over to me. It's still in plastic, or it's in a Steelbook case or something. Boys in the Hood. I gotta crack that one open. We got Starship Troopers. Here's my copy of 12 Monkeys. Ugh, why can I not pick up anything lately? Here we go. Green Lantern. I know. Natural Born Killers. This isn't a Steelbook, but it's like a digipack. It's like a fancy digipack or something that I found at the Dollar General. So I just decided to put it in with the Steelbooks because it's not a regular Blu-ray. It's kind of like a fancy Blu-ray, I guess, an upgraded Blu-ray. I don't know. So I decided to put it in with the Steelbooks, even though it's plastic. It's not steel, but that's all right. Then we have Dances with Wolves. Someone sent this over, Batman versus Two-Face. Bridge on the River Kwai. I found this randomly on an FYE trip. Finding Nemo. I have seen Finding Nemo. Nice dent, right? Love the dent. Love the dent in that Steelbook. I have seen Finding Nemo, but it's been a while. So I put it back and never seen it because I've never seen Finding Dory. And I thought maybe it'd be a nice double feature or back-to-back a couple days in a row to watch Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. So I gotta find the time to do that, of course, with all these. We got Paranorman and Coraline. We got Bradley Cooper in Nightmare Alley. I like that Steelbook. It looks pretty cool. And we have, I believe this is 2018 Godzilla. This one was sent over to me. That back is looking pretty cool. Pretty awesome. I love the eye. This one was sent over. What is this, After Earth? The title isn't even on this Steelbook. It's nowhere. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. There's is that the title? No, that's just faces. It's just Will Smith's face. Jaden Smith's face. There's no title. But I believe it's After Earth, which I have not seen, obviously. And we've got Serenity. All right, moving on to pile number 2 of the Never Seen It Steelbooks. School of Rock, recent pickup. I got to get on that one. Of course, more Nicolas Cage, Color Out of Space 4K Steelbook. Scarface. I have seen Scarface one time, but not the 4K upgrade. This is the 4K, so that's why it's in Never Seen It. Dracula Untold. That one was sent over. We've got Hercules with Dwayne Johnson. That one, I think Jasmine sent that one to me. I think I picked up this one. It was random. the 4K of Jason Bourne. It was like $7 or something. Very early on in my Steelbook collecting. I was kind of just like grabbing anything that I could, and I grabbed Jason Bourne. All right, we got Southpaw with Jake Gyllenhaal, and this one is Unbreakable. Love that Steelbook. It looks awesome. And then we've got Super 8. Eon Flux with Charlize. Doom. I have 2 copies of Doom. I have the 4K, and then I've got the Steelbook, so I'm covered with Doom. Transformers, the movie. Someone sent over Despicable Me 3. I picked up the Men in Black Steelbook. This is like the best one, so I don't mind just having one Steelbook for Men in Black. I don't know if they plan on doing Steelbooks for 2 and 3, but I'm fine with just that one. We got Batman Ninja. Someone sent that one over too. The Dark Tower. This was the Target pickup of Apocalypse Now. Found this one at FYE, The Jungle Book. This was during one of my trips with the Steelbook crew. And we got Cinderella, live action Cinderella. And the animated version of Sleeping Beauty. Zoolander. That was a pickup at Big Lots for like $5. And we got Ted 2 Unrated. And Hunter Killer with Gerard Butler and Gary Oldman. All right. We'll slide on over here for pile number 3. So I've seen Backdraft, just not the 4K. So that's why it's in the pile. And Snatch. And Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. This is very early on in my Steelbook collecting, or I should say my physical media collecting in general. This was a Big Lots pickup, I would say 3-4 years ago for $5, and I still haven't watched the darn thing. Still haven't watched it. We got Street Fighter. Keanu, 47 Ronin. What is this one? Men in Black 3. But is this a 4K? I'm not sure. This one was sent over to me. I think it's just a Blu-ray, I believe. Just a Blu-ray. But it's cool. It's a cool looking Steelbook. Definitely it is. And we've got The Warriors. Someone sent over some anime. Season 1 of Dr. Stone. Still got to watch Baby Driver. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? I know a lot of you love this movie, and I still have not seen it. Law Abiding Citizen. I heard that one's really good. Gladiator. I still got to watch Gladiator. And The Running Man. I want to have a Schwarzenegger month, so that's why I'm waiting. Drive with Ryan Gosling. The Gosling. Schindler's List. I can actually put this in the Seen It pile because I just recently watched the 4K, so that can go off to the side that I've seen it. To Kill a Mockingbird. I've also seen the 4K of this, so I can put this in the Seen It pile as well. Look at me. I'm narrowing this down. All right, Jumanji. I've seen Jumanji, but not the 4K, so that's why it's there. Pitch Perfect 3. We've got Inglourious Bastards. Fight Club. I know. I still have to watch Fight Club. Can you guys believe it? I've seen it in bits and pieces, not the entire thing all the way through, so I know. I should put that to the top of the list. Easy Rider. Found that at Barnes & Noble. And finally, we have Jake Gyllenhaal in Nightcrawler. I heard he's amazing in this movie. Absolutely amazing, and I got to check it out. All right, so those are all the Steelbooks that I still have to watch. So now let's get into, my entire Lionsgate collection of Steelbooks. Now we are getting into the Lionsgate Steelbooks. So these 2 piles right here, I've seen all of these movies. This pile right here, I still have to see, so this is never seen at Lionsgate. And then because I don't want to forget, I've included other movies that I've never seen that I should have put into the other pile, and also newest pickups, so I don't want to forget those. So all of these are the next round. Okay, so recent pickups. I showed you this. Ooh, look at that. Didn't notice that yesterday. Nice little, looks like, I don't know, when they were unpacking it. Do you see that? That line going across? Ugh, I hate that. All right, but anyway, the 4K Steelbook for Charlie's Angels. This came in a couple of days ago. I did the collection update yesterday, so if you want to check that out. And then also Stephen King's It with Tim Curry. And then this was my pickup during my last trip to Best Buy ever, Black Hawk Down. All right, so those are newest Steelbook pickups. Now, here are other Steelbooks, non-Lionsgate, that I still have not seen. So we have Django. Groundhog's Day. I have seen this movie, but not the 4K upgrade. So February 2nd, you know what I'll be watching. Groundhog Day. We got Good Burger. Training Day. The Box Trolls. And The Blob. Okay. So now Lionsgate Steelbooks that I still have to put on my watch list. So we have the gorgeous Steelbook of Clerks 3. Angel Heart. These Steelbooks are so amazing looking. Oh my God. I love them all so much. The Punisher. We've got Requiem for a Dream. The Limey. Hell or High Water. Punisher Warzone. We've got Highlander. The Hurt Locker. Wonder. Also Hacksaw Ridge. Universal Soldier. Here we go. Here's my 4K of Apocalypse Now. As you guys can see, this is a much better Steelbook than the Target version, but I still have both. Still have both in the collection. We've got Sicario. And also the Ran Steelbook. Okay, so now we are getting into pile number 3 of what I have seen from Lionsgate. This was my Steelbook of the year, I believe 2 years ago. It's so amazing. T2. 4K transfer, not so great, but the Steelbook itself is amazing. Absolutely amazing. This one was sent over to me. We have Hellboy. Reservoir Dogs, amazing looking Steelbook. Knives Out. Total Recall. 310 to Yuma. Dread. Kick-Ass. Dirty Dancing. Dirty Dancing #1 and Dirty Dancing #2. One of them's a 4K and one of them's a Blu-ray. Another Reservoir Dogs. I picked this up at FYE. I can't talk today. It's a Mondo Steelbook. There we go. I love the Mondos. They're awesome looking. Warrior. Such an underrated movie. It is so freaking good. If you guys have not seen this, you really, really need to. It's awesome. La La Land. This was my Steelbook of the year. Not last year, but the year before. Okay, so T2 was then 3 years ago. This was 2 years ago because last year was Sleepy Hollow. That's right. Oh, I keep forgetting I'm in a brand new year. We got Young Guns, obviously. Sisu. The Man Who Fell to Earth. Warm Bodies. We got Belly. House of a Thousand Corpses. Oh, look who it is. Nicolas Cage, yet again, in Lord of War. My Other Man, Jason Statham, in Crank. Everyone's Man, Keanu Reeves, in John Wick Chapter 4. This is the 4K Steelbook. And the Blu-ray Steelbook, which I think is better than the 4K Steelbook. Walmart really stepped up with the Steelbook because it looks amazing. It looks awesome. All right, final pile of the Lionsgate. Okay, here we go. We've got Moonfall, not a great movie, but a great looking Steelbook. We've got The Hitman's Bodyguard. The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Here is the double pack of Total Recall and T2, the lenticular. Yes, that is a Steelbook in there. The nice lenticular cover on the front. We got 3 from Hell. Spiral. American Psycho. Yes, the Twilight, the Twilight series. This is from Target, just Blu-ray. The combo pack of Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. We've got 31. Cabin in the Woods. Halloween. Everyone loves Halloween. Well, not everyone, but I do. I do. We got Saw. Great looking steelbook there. These were the new ones released last year through Walmart, but they are Lionsgate. It says it right on that sticker. You see it? It says Lionsgate, so it counts. The Leprechaun collection. The Expendables steelbooks. Here's 1. We got 2. We got 3. And we got 4. Can you sense my disappointment with number 4? They all have, I like how they all have the same theme though. The crow, the colors, you know, the weapons. We got The Blackening. Ender's Game. Halloween 1 and 2, Rob Zombie. And also the Firefly trilogy. We've got Fall. The Wicker Man, one crazy movie, but the steelbook is gorgeous. So it's an amazing looking steelbook, but the movie is nutso. The Mist, such an awesome steelbook and a great movie as well. And finally, oh, how appropriate. We end with Nicolas Cage in The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I do not plan this. I swear I don't. I just randomly put the steelbooks down, but we're ending with Nicolas Cage in The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. All right, so those are all of my Lionsgate steelbook pickups. So now we're getting into the steelbooks that I believe the rest is everything that I've seen. Here is the start of the steelbooks that I have seen, and I didn't want to forget about my Alfred Hitchcock movies, so a few of those are right at the top. So here's just round 1. Here's round 1, then we have round 2, and then I have a whole other piled stack to show you. So here's round 1. We got Vertigo. Just watched this one for the very first time. Excellent movie. And also Rear Window. Really, really, really enjoyed this one a lot. One of my favorites. And The Birds. And Psycho. All right, so I do have a DVD steelbook. I did not put this with the rest of my DVD collection because I consider this a part of the steelbook collection. So here it is, my DVD steelbook of The Departed. I believe this is going to get a 4K upgrade this year, and I'm so excited about that. It really, 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 really needs one. Needs a 4K upgrade. All right, so we'll push those off to the side. Now we have Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. And also Jumanji, The Next Level. We have Batman Begins. Another copy of Batman Begins. We've got The Dark Knight. And The Dark Knight Rises. Gotta have Howard the Duck. And The Wizard of Oz. Technically, it's a metal pack, but I just put it with the steelbooks. We have Whiplash. This is the German steelbook for The Expendables. Someone sent this over to me, and I just love the cover artwork on there. I think it looks really cool. So thank you again to whoever sent this over to me. And this is permanently on the back of the steelbook. It's not a J card. That is the back of it. So that is pretty awesome. And my pile's falling over already. That's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. All right. We've got The Amazing Spider-Man. And Joker. Sherlock Holmes. And Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. We got E.T. 1917. I'm not huge into war films, as I've said numerous times, but 1917, amazing film. If you've not seen this, you really, really need to. We've got Sonic the Hedgehog. Leon the Professional. Got that steelbook of War Dogs. And Taxi Driver. Rocket Man. my little singing that I have to do. Forrest Gump. Moving on to pile number 2, we have got Megan, recent purchase of Megan on 4K. Transformers Rise of the Beasts. My Halloween H2O. My Halloween 2018. Another Halloween 2018. Halloween Kills. Now we're getting into my Scream Steelbooks. So we've got Scream 1, Scream 2, Scream 3, Scream 5, and Scream 6. Waiting on that Scream 4 upgrade. It's coming. It's right around the corner. We got Child's Play, Zombieland Double Tap, the first Zombieland, Corpse Bride. As you can see, this is all my horror films, or like all my horror steelbooks because of October, so all of my horror movies are right at the front. We've got my busted up, broken steelbook for The Shining that I just can't get rid of because it's a memory, I guess. I don't know. We have It, Slumber Party Massacre, Carrie. Here is Fright Night. My pile's about to fall over again. My Bloody Valentine. And, of course, The Ring. All right. Pile number 3, we have another Psycho Steelbook. Hocus Pocus. Halloween 2. Halloween 3, I believe Jasmine sent this my way. I was super excited to receive this because I think this is an awesome looking steelbook. I really like it a lot. So thank you, Jasmine, for sending that to me. We have Tom Cruise in Oblivion. That was sent over as well. Morbius steelbook. Coming to America. Raiders of the Lost Ark. We got Temple of Doom. And we have The Last Crusade. No, I do not have the 4th Indiana Jones with a steelbook, at least not like that, because I do have the white, janky steelbook box set that has that 4th movie, and I'm good with that one. So that's all that I need. Weird Science. We got Luca. And King Kong. Space Jam 2. And the first Space Jam. Godzilla. This is the one with, I think this is the one with Elizabeth Olsen and Aaron Taylor Johnson, I believe. There's so many versions of Godzilla. We got Full Metal Jacket. Atomic Blonde with Charlize. Salt, Angelina Jolie. Gotta Have Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Mortal Kombat. And Stripes. I found this randomly at Barnes & Noble. Okay. Let me slide over a little bit. For pile number 4, we have got Cloverfield. They Live. Awesome looking steelbook. Love it. We got Halloween Ends. I should put all the Halloween steelbooks together. Christmas Specials Collection. 5 favorites. Frosty, Rudolph, Santa Claus Coming to Town. And then you have Little Drummer Boy and The Cricket on the Hearth, which I've never heard of. Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. We got Christmas Vacation, number 1. Christmas Vacation, number 2. A Christmas Story. Elf, obviously, the holidays just passed. So all of my holiday steelbooks are right in the front as well. The Grinch. It's a Wonderful Life. Home Alone. And now we got Tremors. The phone is ringing, if you can hear that. Shaun of the Dead. Another janky copy of Shaun of the Dead that I found at Big Lots for $5. We got Beetlejuice. Little Shop of Horrors. I love that musical. We've got the Blu-ray steelbook of Sleepy Hollow. Blade. We got Jeepers Creepers. And The Conjuring. All right, so now I have to get, oh, see all those steelbooks over there? Now I have to grab all of those steelbooks and bring them over here for round number 2 of what I've seen. Here is the remainder of the steelbooks or the movies that I have seen. Shelf number 1. So each of my shelves in my physical media closet obviously holds 8 piles of steelbooks. That's how many I have. Like I said, I'm not counting. Last year I counted. This year I'm not counting because the pile has grown by leaps and bounds and I just don't have time. I don't have time to count anymore. If you guys are keeping track, congratulations. That's amazing. All right. So let's get into round number 2 of the steelbooks that I've seen. Pile number 1 with The Thing. We have Batman, The Long Halloween. Oh, that's part 2. There's part 1. There we go. We've got Skyscraper. Mary Poppins Returns. True Romance. Better Off Dead. This is the Blu-ray steelbook of The Wolf of Wall Street. I picked this up from Walmart very early on when I first started collecting steelbooks, when Walmart actually had some steelbooks. We have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Frozen. I love this steelbook. I love the colors, the different shades of blue. I love that. Pretty in Pink. I love John Hughes. Clueless. I like the steelbook too. I mean, it's so simplistic, but I like how she just is camouflage into the background there. I like that a lot. Here's another steelbook for The Wolf of Wall Street, this time the 4K steelbook. So, of course, I had to pick it up again. We've got Bumblebee. More John Hughes with Some Kind of Wonderful. Cruella. I love this movie. I need to watch it again. I just love Emma Stone. Emma Stone is fantastic. She can literally do anything. We've got The Goonies. Again, The Breakfast Club. We've got Venom. And Venom, Let There Be Carnage. This is actually a cool looking steelbook. The movie, not so much, but the steelbook is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome looking. And of course, The Batman. All right, pile number 2. We have It Follows. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Also Poltergeist. Another Leo, Shutter Island. That one I need to rewatch, just so with that one. We've got Shrek. Django Unchained. We have Do the Right Thing. Another Whiplash. I believe this is the 4K, and the other one was just a regular Blu-ray copy. Saving Private Ryan. Suicide Squad, Hell to Pay. Top Gun. Grease. This was a great deal. I think I found this at Best Buy for like $9.99. And it's 3 movies. You have Grease 1, Grease 2, and then Grease Live. 3 for $10. And it's an awesome looking steelbook. How can you beat that? That's a great deal. Heathers. Love that movie. 89 Batman. Love it. The Godfather. This was a $10 find at FYE. Randomly picked that one up before the 4Ks were announced. Another copy of Django Unchained. This one was sent to me. Love that one too. Love the artwork. Willy Wonka. This is one of my favorite steelbooks ever. This one was sent to me and this one was not available in the US, as you guys can see by the little stickers on the bottom. This one was sent over from the UK, and I'm just so grateful that someone thought of me to send this over because it's an awesome looking steelbook. I love it so much. And we got Red Dawn. This one as well. I could not find Who Framed Roger Rabbit steelbook. It was sold out online, and someone sent this. I could not even believe it. I was ecstatic. I was so excited to get that one. The 4K Steelbook of E.T. We got Catch Me If You Can, more Leo. Can you tell I love Leo? I just do. He's one of my favorites. And of course, the Burn book. I mean, for Mean Girls, how can you not do the Burn book? You have to. This was so amazing when they did that for Mean Girls. So, love that one. Okay. Pile number 3, we are getting into my Fast and Furious franchise. So here we go with the first film, 20th Anniversary Steelbook. We have Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious 4, Fast 5, Fast and Furious 6. We have Hobbs and Shaw, The Fate of the Furious, F9, the worst of the franchise, and Fast X. This movie is severely saved by Jason Momoa. He is fantastic in this movie. He's just so ridiculous and takes it to a whole nother level of crazy. All right, we got Juice, West Side Story, Shawshank Redemption, Sonic 2, War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise, Almost Famous, random Mission Impossible Fallout Steelbook, Airplane, love that comedy, more Schwarzenegger with Last Action Hero. When are we getting the 4Ks for these? Kill Bill Part 1, Kill Bill Volume 2. They need to hurry up with those. We need more Tarantino on 4K. All right, now we have Transformers and Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. These were sent to me by Tony P. Tony P has sent me so many awesome steelbooks, and I do want to shout him out and give him credit because he's really just hooked me up with a lot of amazing steelbooks. So thank you, Tony P. Okay, now we have to move over. I'm trying to guide this as easily as possible, if you guys can see that. All right. Pile number 4. Last pile of shelf number 1 from the closet. All right, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Yes, I own it. Let's not ask any questions. The limited edition copy of Friday the 13th 4K Steelbook with the limited slipcover. We have got Pumpkinhead. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, just regular Blu-ray. Jaws, one of my favorite movies of all time. We have the Mondo Steelbook of A Quiet Place. If you guys could see that, not really well, but then we have A Quiet Place Part 2. Then we have my Fridays, Friday the 13th. We've got Part 2. We have Part 3. And we have Part 4, the final chapter. And not only that, but we have the 8 movie collection as well, because you know I just love Jason Voorhees, so I need more of that. All right, Army of Darkness, Tommy the Musical. I did not care for this at all. I didn't even finish it. I shut it off because when this was created, they were on the biggest drug trip they had to have been, because this musical is absolutely insane. I just could not stand to finish it. All right, Predator. We have the Mondo of Toy Story. Very cool. And also the Mondo of Frozen. Love that. Godzilla vs. Kong. Yes, I have. Is this all 3? Yeah, all 3 of the 50 Shades trilogy. Oh, yeah. Yes, I do. Yes, I do have that as well. Snow White and the Huntsman. Awesome looking steelbook for that. Karate Kid. We have little tiny Daniel LaRusso right there, but it's all about Cobra Kai. All about Cobra Kai in the front of that steelbook. And finally, we have the Kingsman, The Golden Circle. Random $10 find at FYE. All right, so that is shelf number 1 from the physical media closet. Now I have to go and grab shelf number 2, round 1. Here we go, continuing on with the steelbooks from the physical media closet. This is shelf number 2. I have 3 piles here and then 3 more piles. And then we're getting into my MCU collection, and that's it. We are done, so not bad. So let's dive into this. Starting off with, this is probably one of the Steelbooks that means the most to me. As you guys can see, I have not opened it because I have plenty of copies of Joker. This is a limited, like, exclusive. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't. There we go. It's a limited edition, number 51 of 500. This was a Christmas gift from my dear friend, Dave Durant Cinema, and he knew how much I love the movie Joker, and he went out of his way to get me this Steelbook, little, like, box set. It's not a box set, but you know what I'm saying. Fancy Steelbook in a box, nice lenticular cover. So I will never open this. I will never open it because it's got the little card on the back. I just think it's so awesome. And it's one of my, if I had to run out with a Steelbook, I think I would grab this one and run. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say the word because I don't want to jinx myself and put it out there into the universe, but you know what I'm talking about. If there was an emergency and I had to run out with one Steelbook, I think I would choose this one. So Joker means a lot to me. I love this one. Okay. And a lot of these that you're going to see in this next section of the video, you've seen pretty recently because these are like my newest pickups and the ones that I've been watching most recently. So it's kind of just like a more of a repeat viewing, I guess. But we have Point Break and Rudy. We got Exorcist Believer. My favorite, Aquaman. I still have to stay awake during it. All right, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I should put that with the other Indiana Jones movies. All right, we got Air Force One. I love that movie. Mask of Zorro. Flashdance, awesome looking Steelbook. The Thing prequel. This was a Walmart exclusive. Love this Steelbook. This one's a great looking Steelbook as well. It was like $20 for this. So reasonable. My man Sly in Cliffhanger. And of course we got The Hangover. And yes, I'm keeping my Miami Vice, even though I do have thoughts about this movie, but I'll keep it. I'll give it another chance. I swear I will. Sometimes, you never know, you might be in a mood or something like that. You got to rewatch something. Always give movies a second chance. All right, American Werewolf in London. This is the remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street. Not the biggest fan, but that's okay. We have Rob Zombie's Halloween. I'm going to put this one off to the side because I'm trying to put all my Halloween Steelbooks together. I feel like they're kind of all over the place, so got to put that away. Original Nightmare. Original, the best. The only Nightmare on Elm Street. One of my favorite musicals of all time, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Love this Steelbook. Absolutely love it. And then we have The Meg with Jason Statham. Little mini Jason Statham right there. There's the Train to Busan Steelbook. That's getting a 4K Steelbook very shortly, just to let you guys know. Pet Cemetery, Mondo Steelbook. I believe this was a pickup from FYE. The Lost Boys Steelbook. We've got Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2. This one actually means a lot to me because I could not find Ghostbusters 2 Steelbook anywhere. And this one was sent to me from a subscriber for fan mail. And I was just so happy and so grateful for this. So thank you so much for sending this to me. You have no idea because I was searching everywhere for that and I could not find it. All right, we've got Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. There we go. My man Denzel. And that's Equalizer 2, right? Yeah, that's Equalizer 2. And then we have the first Equalizer movie. I really wish Equalizer 3 had the same artwork to match, but I guess that's asking too much. All right, this one was sent to me because I'm not a huge Star Wars person, but someone sent this my way. Star Wars The Force Awakens. Gotta have Grease in your collection. And obviously Grease 2. I've got Animal House. Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds. The Blues Brothers. This was another FYE random pickup. And someone sent Rampage over to me. The back is cool. I love that. All right, so now we have the documentary of Robert Englund, Hollywood Dreams and Nightmares. And we've got Jaws 2. Chicago, my other favorite musical of all time. But they really missed the opportunity with this because this is just a Blu-ray Steelbook and not a 4K. And that really, really disappointed me because I wanted a 4K. Why didn't they do a 4K? All right. Oh, these are backwards. That's okay. We'll start off with Rocky 4. Rocky 3. Rocky 2. And just old regular Rocky. And we have Evil Dead Rise. Hackers. The Meg 2 The Trench. Blu-ray Steelbook. And then the 4K Steelbook was sent my way from High Def Ninja. So very thankful and grateful for that. Then we have the live action of The Little Mermaid. There we go. Two Gun Steelbook. The Naked Gun. Such a fantastic comedy. If you guys have not seen this movie, you will be non-stop laughing. It's so good. All right, Cinderella Disney Silver Steelbook when these were $10 on sale at Best Buy. Yes, I went and picked up animated Little Mermaid and Cinderella. Godzilla vs. Kong. I absolutely love this Steelbook. This, again, was sent to me from High Def Ninja, and I was so grateful and thankful for that. My Steelbook of the year last year, Sleepy Hollow, because it has an actual book inside of the Steelbook. And we've got Matilda. I enjoyed watching that one for the first time. And finally, we have Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. There we go. So now I have to go over and grab the other pile of Steelbooks, and then we'll move on to the MCU. Okay, round number 2 of Shelf 2 from the physical media closet. I hate repeating myself so much, but I have to keep myself organized with all of these clips that I have. So starting off with The Rock staring at me, I believe all of these Steelbooks right here are my DCEU Steelbooks. They're just coincidentally all in the same pile. So we are starting off with Black Adam, Shazam, Fury of the Gods. We got The Flash and Blue Beetle. We have Zack Snyder's Justice League. Batman. This is not DCEU, but it's DC, so it counts. Batman Returns. The Suicide Squad. We have the first Shazam movie. Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. I picked this one, actually it flips like that. Picked this one up at Walmart back in the day when Walmart had Steelbooks and metal packs, things like that. This is Justice League. It's not even Justice League, it's Justice League. The only reason I keep it is because, yeah, it is a part of the DCEU timeline, so, but I'm probably never going to watch this again because why would I when we have the amazing Zack Snyder's Justice League? So there's no point. Okay, here is another copy of the Suicide Squad because when we were having a Christmas gift exchange, Slayer Reviews from the UK was so generous and so kind to send me not one, but 2 different the Suicide Squad Steelbooks. And I'm keeping them wrapped up because I have that one. So I'm going to keep this one wrapped up. There's no reason for me to open it because I already have one open. So I'm just going to keep it like that. And here is my copy of the Suicide Squad that I picked up at Best Buy. Then we have Birds of Prey. Love that Steelbook. I love the colors. And then we have regular Suicide Squad. And Wonder Woman. Man of Steel. Someone was so kind enough to send this to me because I kept saying that Man of Steel was the only DCEU movie that I did not have with a Steelbook, and someone sent this my way. I was so grateful for this because it just really means a lot when you guys send me stuff like that and I can complete franchises or collections. It really, you have no idea how much it means to me. So this will always mean something to me as well. Okay. Then we have the first Steelbook of Zack Snyder's Justice League. The other Steelbook was sent to me from High Def Ninja. Okay. Then we have another Wonder Woman Steelbook. Another Walmart pickup that I did. An Aquaman Walmart pickup as well. And yes, Wonder Woman 1984. Not the best movie, but an awesome looking Steelbook. God, I wish this movie lived up to how great this Steelbook looks because it's awesome. I love the cover artwork so much. And she looks fantastic. She looks great. Ugh, why did they have to screw up so bad with this movie? I don't understand it. All right, pile number 2. Starting off with Mission Impossible. We have part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, and of course, part 7, non-matching to all the other Steelbooks that I just showed you. But that's the risk we take being Steelbook collectors. We kind of have to go in knowing that these probably will not match up. So as long as we have the movie, that's all that matters. All right, we got Kick-Ass 2, the 4K of Schindler's List, Violent Night with my man David Harbour, Equalizer 3, we've got Duel, and American Graffiti. Like I said, a lot of these you've seen because I've been watching them. All right, we have Christine, the remake or reboot of Pet Sematary, Trick or Treat. We have Maleficent. What is this one? I can't remember. Oh my gosh. I can't remember which one this is. I would have to open it, but I'd have to put my entire camera down and everything to show you. So one of the later Star Wars movies. There we go. The Untouchables. Carlito's Way. And I believe, yes, my other copy of Carlito's Way. One of them, I think this one is just the regular blue. Oh, what happened there? I think this one is just a regular Blu-ray, and that is the 4K, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. So I have 2 copies of Carlito's Way, but I'm fine with that because that's an awesome movie, and I think that's one of Al Pacino's best performances, in my opinion. All right, so now let's move on to pile number 3. Kicking it off with Toy Story. And obviously Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, and Toy Story 4. That doesn't look like any of the other Steelbooks. This really crappy brown color that they decided to use. I don't know what they were thinking, honestly. I just really, really don't with that. All right, we've got Tommy Boy. My favorite movie of all time. Goodfellas 4K Steelbook. This means a lot. This really means a lot because these were sent to me. All 3 of the Godfather films were sent to me by someone, and I just thought that was so generous because Mama Blu-ray, when the Godfather box set came out, she picked that up for me, and then they announced the Steelbooks, and I said on camera that I would not have picked up the box set if I knew the Steelbooks were coming out, and then someone sent these to me. Like, it blew my mind. Like, you guys are so generous to me and so loving. It's unbelievable. So I will never forget that. Ever, ever. So we have the first Godfather. And I love how they look like paintings, like oil paintings. They just look so awesome. So the Godfather. And of course we have part 2. And part 3. Gotta have a little bit of Casino in your life. Gotta have Casino. We have got Shooter. I believe Tony P sent that my way. So thank you, Tony. Shout out to Tony P again. The Green Mile. Smokin' Aces. We've got The Town. This is a fantastic movie. So, so good. If you want to see Ben Affleck at like his peak of directing and also, in my opinion, acting, watch this movie. It is so unbelievable. And Jeremy Renner is fantastic in that film. So good. Gotta have Speed. Wayne's World, Wayne's World. Basic Instinct. Mid-Level Media actually sent this one my way. So super grateful to him for this one because look at that. It's just so awesome looking. Like the ice pick, how it made the indentation or something. Like it's really cool. And Slayer Reviews, I believe, also sent me this John Wick, which is so awesome looking. Love that. We have John Wick Chapter 2. And finally, this was like my second or third Steelbook that I ever picked up. John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. This was a Target exclusive. And I love the colors. I love how that looks. There's the dog on the back. And I will always remember that as well. Very early on in my Steelbook pickups and collecting. All right, so now all we have left is the good old MCU. This is it, guys. The final Steelbooks of my entire Steelbook collection that I'm about to show you. My entire MCU collection. Now, this is in no specific order whatsoever. I kind of just throw the movies up on the shelf as I buy them or as I watch them. I don't put them back in order. Unfortunately, I don't know why. I probably should do that, but I don't. So this is not an order of sequence or anything like that. But I'm going to start off with 3. They're not box sets because there's only one movie in there, but they're in boxes. So I just call them box sets. But Captain Marvel, nice lenticular cover. Obviously, Steelbook is in there. And this was sent to me by Tony P. And he was so generous to send this my way. I love the lenticular movement. Me. Captain Marvel's rocking out. Me. I love that. I love how it looks. So thank you, Tony P, for sending that my way. He actually sent me a few of my Mondo Steelbooks, and I will let you know which ones he sent to me because he was so generous to do so. He also sent me the Black Panther. This one's really awesome for the lenticular. With the mask on, mask off. So awesome. And there's the Steelbook inside of there. And then someone sent over Thor Ragnarok. And this one means a lot to me too because Thor Ragnarok was the only MCU movie I did not have with a Steelbook. And I was very fortunate because someone sent this one my way. And then I got another one as well. So I have 2. But I'm not opening up this one. I'm keeping this one sealed. So we have Cate Blanchett, very lenticular on the front. And it's also like a limited, it's got like the card on the back and everything. It's pretty cool. So I'm keeping it wrapped up because I do have the other copy. So I don't feel the need to open up that one. Okay, so now diving in, we have the 2 Wakanda Forever Steelbooks. We've got, of course, Shuri and the Family. Oh, and there's the other one. See, I told you, no order at all whatsoever. And here's the other one with Namor. One of my favorites from the past year. All right, now we have Ant-Man 3, Quantumania. It's an all right looking Steelbook. It's not like, super fantastic, but it's better than what they were doing. Guardians Volume 3. Love that movie. My WandaVision complete series. I absolutely loved this Marvel show. It was my favorite one that I watched. So when I heard it was coming out on physical, I knew I had to pick it up. So I did. Then we've got Captain America, the First Avenger. Here we go. Captain America, Winter Soldier. This one was from Tony P. Look at that Mondo. It's so awesome looking. I love it. Love it. And then he also sent me Captain America Civil War with kind of like, you see Iron Man right there? It's pretty cool. It's kind of like a lenticular cover on there. And then we have Spider-Man. Which one is this? Spider-Man Far From Home, right? When they're overseas. Sometimes it's difficult to remember which is which. So Spider-Man Far From Home. And then this one is Spider-Man Homecoming. That one was sent to me. I think Slayer Reviews sent this one to me as well. So shout out to everyone that's ever sent me a Steelbook because you guys are freaking amazing. And then Tony P also sent this one to me. A Mondo of Doctor Strange. How awesome is this one? I mean, it's so cool. It's so amazing. And then he sent me this one as well of the first Avengers movie, the Mondo. Really awesome. And he also sent me the Guardians of the Galaxy Mondo. I love that one too. And then we have Guardians Volume 2 with Groot. And another Captain America Civil War. This was the one I had, and then Tony sent me the lenticular cover one, so I have them both. Spider-Man No Way Home. And Slayer Reviews sent me this one of the lenticular cover of Spider-Man Far From Home. If you guys can see that and check that out. Very nice. And another Guardians. This was the first Guardians. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. These are kind of like the Best Buy standard steelbooks that were coming out for the MCU for the longest time. Doctor Strange. Then we have the Multiverse of Madness. I kind of wish they had better artwork on here, though, because with that movie, they could have gone pretty insane with the cover artwork, and they just didn't do that. It was kind of basic. And Eternals. Shang-Chi. Black Widow. I like Black Widow. I'm sorry, like, I do. I like that one. Here's my original pickup of Captain Marvel. Here we go. With little baby Goose. Look at Goose. He's so cute. And Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man and the Wasp. I found this one at FYE. Look at the dents. But it was cheap, and I needed it for my collection. But look at those dents, man. Like, they're kind of hard to see, but they're in there. But I think I paid like $10 for it or something. It was, you know what? It was good enough for me. It was good enough for me. So I picked it up. Okay, so now this is the first Ant-Man. Yeah, that's the first Ant-Man movie. And another, I have so many Spider-Man movies. It is ridiculous. This one is it just the first Spider-Man? Yeah, it's Spider-Man Homecoming. But Slayer Reviews sent that one to me because it's like holographic and lenticular on the front, I should say. Okay, so this obviously is the same as that one. However, this steelbook is very important to me because if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, which I hope you have, this is the very first steelbook I ever bought. I will always remember where I was. It was at Best Buy, not my normal Best Buy that I used to go to, but kind of like my backup Best Buy. And this was $14.99. And I picked it up, and the rest is history. I became a crazy, massive steelbook collector, all because of this darn Spider-Man steelbook. So there's Spider-Man Homecoming. Then we have Thor, Love and Thunder. Here's my Thor Ragnarok. There we go. That was generously sent to me. I will always be grateful for that one. I think I cried in the video when I opened it. I probably did. We've got Thor, The Dark World. And that's just Thor. Yeah, that's the first Thor movie. And Black Panther. Captain America, Winter Soldier, right? Yeah. It's so hard because the titles aren't on there. They're on the side. Winter Soldier, yes. Look at Black Widow. She is just serving right now, like on this cover. I love it. She is serving. All right, The Incredible Hulk. And obviously, how appropriate to end with Iron Man. So we have Iron Man 3. Iron Man 2. And, of course, the movie that started it all for the MCU, the first Iron Man film. Memories. So that is my entire steelbook collection. You have seen everything, and I am exhausted. And that, my friends, is my current steelbook inventory as of January of 2024, and it's going to keep on growing. So comment down below and let me know how many steelbooks you own in your collection or just your favorite steelbook that you own. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you next time.